intro! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, it's gonna be a really exciting one because when I first got this PR package, I was like, wow, this is huge. And it's actually from Rimmel. They were kind enough to send me a huge PR package that came with the mic. Let me show you. Look at this, it's huge! So if we open it, if I can open it like this, you see? But look at this! Oh, it's huge! So they were really generous enough to send this to me as PR, and I thought that I should, take the opportunity to really do a full-on review for you guys. And I'm gonna be doing this in 3 parts. So it's gonna be the Stay Satin, the Stay Matte, and also the Maxi blushes. And in this video, this is gonna be the first one, we're gonna be talking about the Stay Satin. So one thing about lip reviews and lip swatches I've realized is that a lot of people that I tend to follow, they don't really have my skin tone, or I'm Asian, I'm Chinese, my undertones, my skin shade is a little different from a lot of people that I follow, and I feel like maybe this would be a bit more useful to you guys, especially as Asian girls, to be able to see all of these. And I'm gonna be doing the lip swatch first, and then I'm going to be jumping into the review. Okay, so let's go. Alright, so now that you guys have seen all the lip swatches, let's get into the review part. So these are the newly launched Stay Satin Liquid Lip colors from Rimmel, and it is actually new to Malaysia, not so much to the rest of the world. It's been out for roughly about a year now, if I'm not mistaken. So we're kind of late to the game, but it's alright, we're still in it. We're in it. So these are actually available at all drugstores, Watson's, Guardian, if I'm not mistaken, Sasa as well, wherever you can find Rimmel, and they're really affordable. So firstly, from what I gather, I kind of wish this was written in the PR box in terms of the pricing, the shade range and everything, because I did my own research, like I went to the stores to scout on my own. So right now, from my understanding, there's 8 colors. It retails for 25 ringgit. So in my opinion, that's kind of on the cheaper side compared to all of the drugstore makeup that I know of. And on top of that, if you want to buy these, I would suggest getting them on sale, because when I went, they were having like a slight discount, so they were going for about 20 ringgit. So I think that's a pretty good deal. That's like what, $5 off, 20% off. Another thing about these is that I feel like the packaging is very drugstore-like. I mean, it is a drugstore product. It's a bit more on the plasticky side, but I will say it's very sturdy. I've put some of these in my bag, and a lot of the time, you know, when you put it in your bag, prints start coming off, but so far I have not faced that problem with these. So far so good. But one thing that I wished that they do is actually print on the name of each shade onto the packaging. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like, you know, like have it written here, like this is the shade Rad. I wish it was written right at the bottom here instead of a sticker, because what they normally do for all of this is that they put it on a sticker, so the moment you peel this off, you don't know what shade it is. Another thing about these, the smell, I feel like the smell is very try-hard. That's just my opinion. So I feel like they were trying to go for the whole frosting smell. It kind of does smell a bit like frosting, but I feel like it's very chemically. Like when I smell it, I feel like, okay, it's trying to be a frosting smell, but it doesn't. It smells a little bit like chemicals, and it gives me a headache. When you apply this, you don't really smell it. It's kind of like a very faint smell, but it goes away, so I'm fine with that. But let's talk about the wear. So first of all, the formula is actually pretty good, as you saw earlier. It's really fluffy. It's kind of like a mix between the ColourPop Satin liquid lipsticks and also the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. So it's kind of fluffy, but it's also kind of runny. And when you put it on your lips, it's actually really, really soft and comfortable. However, one thing that I've also realized, especially with the lighter shades, is that it's really patchy. But I feel like that's really normal when it comes to the light shades in any liquid lipstick. A lot of them tend to be a little patchy with this kind of formula when it's a bit more moussey. So it's kind of like expected to me, but I will say that some of these colors are really good in terms of their formula. I feel like there is a bit of inconsistency, but I feel like that's also really normal in terms of a lot of liquid lipsticks in general. I would say for a satin liquid lipstick, it is fairly comfortable. It's really good, but I will say that if you apply too much, it can get really, really messy. So because it's kind of runny, but it's also kind of thick, so I realized that when I apply a little bit too much and I purse my lips together, like, it tends to feather out and it gets really, really messy. So what I would recommend is, especially if you go with the darker shades in the range, try to use a lip liner, because I think it does kind of help a fair bit. But on top of that, I think application wise, it's a regular doe foot applicator and it's pretty good. It's really comfortable and it's easy to apply. In terms of lasting power, I would say the satins are actually pretty long lasting, and I would say I was thoroughly impressed with these just because they lasted pretty long. I had a couple of meals when I tested all of them out. As usual, the lighter shades did not work for me. They turned out really patchy, and when I ate, I could see, you know, because it's just so much lighter than your lips, it just looks like you didn't apply your lipstick properly, or you kind of rubbed it off and it just looked weird. But the darker shades and the pinkier tones actually worked really well. So one of the ways that I like to wear these are actually putting it on and then using tissue paper and just like dabbing it a bit just so that it stays put longer. I don't know why, but for some reason when I do that, I just don't feel that much of a thickness or that it's just a weird feeling, but I feel like when you blot it down, it wears so much longer because it's not as liquidy. Because these products, I'm actually wearing the shade Yuppie on my lips right now. And look, it's not gonna dry down. So I feel like when you blot it off a little bit, I feel like the staying power just stays on just a little bit more, and you feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels neater. Is that a good description? But yeah, you get what I mean. Some of my favorite shades from the line are these three. These are my top three. So I'm always wearing Yuppie. Yuppie is really good. It Girl, I love pairing with Yuppie, kind of putting it in the center to give my lips that ombre look. And on top of that, I also love Red. This is such a pretty, like, pinky red tone. It is so pretty. I love it. I love Red and Yuppie. These are probably my top two. But yeah, I would say these are definitely a product that you can try. And since now they're available in Malaysia and they're not too much of a high price point, I think they're really worth your buck. Alright guys, so that was the lip swatches and the reviews for the Stay Satin Liquid Lip Colors from Rimmel. I hope you enjoyed the review, and of course if you do decide to try them out, let me know how you feel about them in the comments below. And of course stay tuned, because for the next video, I'm going to be reviewing the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colors, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, bye!